Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
Here we are shooting in the evening, and what do we need?
Coffee.
Coffee. We need some coffee. So I have an extract robust coffee. I'm going to call it a porter that I brewed using ingredients that I got at Steve's Brew Shop in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Fayetteville.
Or stevesbrewshop.com.
That's right.
You got in some different malt extracts that I hadn't seen before, and one of them was a Maris Otter liquid light malt extract, and I said, boy, I bet that would be fun to play with. And I was also inspired by Casey over at West Mountain Brewing Company, soon to be of Ivoryville Brewing Company. He had a great coffee beer that he shared with me. And then Nathaniel up in Vancouver at Lightheart Brewing Company also had a really good coffee beer up there.
So you're basically drinking these late at night? Just
and then I lie awake at night thinking about how I'm going to brew them. So
you're really exploring the coffee side of you.
I wanted to do some coffee beers. I've done coffee beers in the past, and they've been pretty good, but I haven't been, but these other beers were really rich and roasty and coffee-y. So while I am talking about how I brewed this, why don't you open that and pour them.
I'll open this with the special Basic Brewing
bottle opener that you can find on basicbrewingshop.com. It's just an infomercial, this whole thing.
That's brought to you by NBC. No.
National Brewery Council. Yeah. No. Okay, so anyway. All right, I started off with 3 gallons of water that I brought up to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. And then in that water, I steeped 8 ounces or 226 grams of brown malt, the same amount of chocolate malt, and the same amount of black patent malt. I steeped that for 30 minutes and got a nice dark colored water out of that. And then I added 3.3 pounds or 1.5 kilograms of Munton's Maris Otter light extract. And with that, I added 1 pound or 450 grams of Brew Pilsen light dry extract. And that was the fermentables. I
love that band.
The fermentables?
Yeah, they're good.
Their first album's great. For hops, I used 1 ounce or 28 grams of UK Challenger for 60 minutes. I fermented that with Safale S-04, which is the English yeast. The English yeast. We haven't been drinking, I swear. About 6 days later, I roasted up some coffee. And I roasted my own coffee, and I roasted it just to the point right after the second crack. So I didn't want it to be too dark. Stop it! I didn't want it to be too dark. Leave your thoughts off mic.
Okay.
Second crack. So I took 60 grams of those coffee beans, and I put them in a Ziploc bag, and I cracked them a little bit. I didn't crunch them up, I didn't grind them, I just cracked them a little bit to open them up.
Yeah.
I put them in a grain bag, and I steeped that in there for 5 days. And then I bottled it, and this is what we got. And while we've been talking the head, it was a beautiful, big, foamy head 20 minutes ago when I started talking. But it started out at 1074, and it finished a little high at 1024. So the ABV is 6.7%, and I don't think the fermentation was stuck. I think that's just the fermentability of that particular extract.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Really good.
What do you think?
That's a bit of a how's your father?
It's been sitting out a while, so it's warmed up a little bit. It's not,
Well, the coffee really jumps out.
Well, you go ahead and talk more about what you're tasting, but I want to talk about what I think.
I think it's chocolatey and coffee-y. Mm-hmm. It's kind of boozy. Mm-hmm. Warming.
Are you going to be okay?
Well, I'll tell you after the next show.
got meads next.
It's really good. It's just warm. It's a big beer. I mean, it drinks really big.
Yeah, it's chewy.
It's chewy. He works on my car. I don't know, man. It's just like it's chocolatey and roasty and boozy, and the coffee comes out just like gangbusters. I wouldn't call it a porter. I'd call it a stout.
Stout?
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
because
it's
of
like
the roast of the coffee?
Yeah,
All right,
it's
okay.
just yeah. It's got and it's kind of spicy. There's like there's a crystal in it. It's not really.
Well, there's brown malt, which
The
we
brown
determined was a crystal malt, and then chocolate malt and black patent.
Yeah, it's got kind of that little crystal spicy bite to it. To me,
I like it. I'm. This is the happiest I've been with the coffee character in a beer, and I think it's, it's not sort of astringent. I think it's kind of a warm roastiness.
Yeah.
I think that the coffee goes well with the malt backbone. This sort of residual sweetness that's left over from the beer.
I think it's very much in balance. Mm-hmm. Nothing. I mean, I know I said the coffee jumps out at you. I didn't mean that like it's just about coffee.
Right.
It's really got lots of different flavors going on in there. Coffee and chocolate being the two strongest, but I definitely get a spice thing that's almost like faux cinnamon and faux nutmeg.
I wonder, this is the bean that and one fun thing about roasting your own coffee beans is you can pick out your own variety. This is Panama, Duran. Is it Duran or Duran? Is it Duran? Do you
I
think?
don't know.
It's from Panama. Maybe the spiciness that you're tasting is from that.
Maybe.
From the coffee.
Yeah. It's not the Panama Red. No, it's a different show.
Panama Jack. Yeah. I like it.
I like it. I think it's a great beer, and it's a good use of that Maris Otter, which is one of my favorite base grains. Mm-hmm. So I was tickled that you wanted to mess around with it and see what it did. And the brown malt is really good. I really like it because it's got such a nice and kind of a coffee flavor. Mm-hmm. The brown malt itself does, and it's a real traditional malt for making porters, for making English beers, and so that's why we tried some of it in there. It's just a really good beer. Congratulations.
Don't know what else to say other than I think that I can't remember who did what, but Casey did like whole beans. Either Casey did whole beans and Nathaniel did grounds, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Or maybe Casey did the grounds and Nathaniel did the whole beans. So I compromised and did just a little crack part.
Right down the middle.
So I'm happy with it.
Well, you should be.
So there you go. Extract beers can be very delicious and fun and easy to make. Mm-hmm. And coffee's another fun thing to get into.
Sure is. And this is a very good example of the genre.
Thank you, sir. Now that we're awake,
yes,
we'll head on to the next thing.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy brewing, everybody.
Come and visit us online. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs and our brewer's logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. If you're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, stop by Steve's Brew Shop or find him online at stevesbrewshop.com.
Eat your heart out, Mrs. Olson.
Boy, I'll tell you. He never asked for another cup of beer from me.